told my husband's affair baby's family to either come get the kid or I'm calling CPS. So this whole mess started 3 months ago when my husband Alex died in a car accident. We'd been married for 8 years, and I thought I knew everything about him. Turns out I was wrong about that. 2 weeks after the funeral, I'm sitting in my kitchen eating cereal for dinner because I can't be bothered to cook anymore, when there's this knock on my door. I open it and there's this woman maybe in her 50s holding a baby carrier. She looks nervous as hell and keeps shifting from foot to foot. "Are you Claire?" she asks. I nod, confused. "I'm Janet, and this is your husband's son." I just stared at her for like 10 seconds. The baby couldn't have been more than 6 months old, with Alex's exact same nose and these big brown eyes that looked just like his. My stomach dropped to the floor. Turns out Alex had been having an affair for over a year with Janet's daughter, Melissa. Melissa was only 19 and apparently got pregnant. Alex had been sending them money every month, but when he died, the payments stopped obviously. Melissa couldn't handle being a mom and just disappeared one day, leaving the baby with her parents. Janet hands me this crumpled envelope with my address written on it in Alex's handwriting. Inside was a letter explaining everything. How he was sorry, how he loved me but made a mistake, how he wanted to tell me but didn't know how. He wrote that if anything happened to him, I should know about his son Jordan. I'm standing there reading this letter while Janet's holding this baby who's starting to fuss, and I honestly didn't know whether to scream or throw up. She tells me they can't keep Jordan anymore because her husband just lost his job and they're about to lose their house. She's practically begging me to take him. I told her absolutely not. This wasn't my responsibility. I didn't sign up to raise my dead husband's affair baby. She started crying and saying they had nobody else, that Melissa was gone and they were desperate. I felt bad for the kid, but I wasn't about to become a single mom to a baby that represented everything wrong with my marriage. Janet left Jordan with me that night anyway. She said she'd be back the next day to figure something out, but she never came back. For 3 weeks, I've been stuck with this baby while trying to track down anyone from his actual family. I called Janet's phone like 50 times, but it's disconnected. I found their old address, but the house is empty with a for sale sign. I even drove around their neighborhood asking if anyone knew where they went. Nothing. The thing is, Jordan's actually a really good baby. He sleeps through the night, barely cries, and he's got this little smile that honestly melts your heart. But every time I look at him, I see Alex's betrayal staring back at me. I can't get attached to a kid who's going to mess up my whole life. I posted on Facebook asking if anyone knew how to contact Janet or Melissa. Alex's sister commented saying I should just put him up for adoption. But legally I can't do that since I'm not his parent or guardian. His actual family basically dumped him on me and disappeared. Yesterday I finally tracked down Janet's sister through some old Facebook posts. I called her and explained the situation. She told me Janet and her husband moved to Florida to live with Janet's brother, but she didn't have their new address or phone number. When I asked about Melissa, she said nobody's heard from her in months, and they think she might be using drugs. That's when I lost it. I told her that if someone from Jordan's actual family didn't come get him within a week, I was calling CPS. This baby deserves a family who actually wants him, not someone who got stuck with him because his grandmother couldn't handle responsibility. The deadline's tomorrow and nobody's called. I already have the CPS number saved in my phone.